Hey, what's up guys? averylr32 here. I apologize I haven't posted a lot lately. You see, long story short, I sprained my hand, and I also hurt my leg in the process as well. So, anyways, besides the point, I've still been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Obviously. I haven't been making a lot of videos, as you know, because of what's been going on at my school regarding this YouTube channel. People have been finding out, and people that I don't want to find out. So, I will upload when I can. I can't say when I will, just because I'm always busy with school, and, so just stuff like that. Anyways, so I actually want to talk to you guys about my ban list predictions. Um, the ban list that will be out in Japan, that will be confirmed, will be out February 17th. So in about 3 weeks, we'll know just what's going to be on this ban list. So these are just what I would want to see on the ban list. I always say this for each of my ban list videos, but whenever you make a ban list video, you have to keep them to the fact of what is in Japan and what is not in Japan. And so, for example, we're going to take the old Rescue Rabbit deck. So, Rescue Rabbit, Japan has had it for about 6 months. It's a rare, and I think that it should really go to 1, because if you put it down to 1, especially in Japan, it's going to kill the deck, because they don't have tour guide, which means, yes, they do have access to Leviair, but in order for them to go into Leviair, it would be pretty difficult in their case. For us, it would be pretty easy, because if you have a tour guide and a rabbit in hand, you use your one rabbit and it gets warninged or something. Next turn, tour guide, go into Leviair, get out your rabbit, banish the rabbit, do your funky Kabazool dance, and then go into Logia or Dolka and say, haha, I'm a dinosaur dragon, what now? So, anyways, that's pretty much it for that. Sorry, I'm checking something else at the same time because I'm actually supposed to be studying for a test and my book online doesn't want to load, so that's my fault. Anyways, so I think that's really everything that needs to be hit in that deck. Logia, actually, I forgot to mention Logia and Dolka. I think Logia should go to 2 because it's way too powered at 3. It only has 1 negation, but it's still that good of a card because it can negate everything except for the effect of a monster. Dolka, I believe, should go to 1 just because it can negate the effect of a monster, but the price of 1 Exceed material. So, surprisingly, Logia at 2, Dolka at 1. You guys can argue with me about that. I don't really care. These are just my predictions. I'm not saying this is what's going to happen. It's just predictions. Feel free to leave comments down below about what you think will happen. And I want to get this out of the way. Tour Guide is not going to get hit because it's a TCG exclusive. Tengu is not going to get hit because it's a TCG exclusive. People never understand that. Last format, everybody thought Tengu was going to get hit. And whenever people always bring up the fact about Tengu and Tour Guide, and they always want this crap to be hit. Tengu, and believe me, I want Tengu and Tour Guide to get hit. I wouldn't mind that at all. But the problem is that they're TCG exclusives, and this is why I always say in each of my ban list videos, look back at Lightsworn format. What happened in Lightsworn format? The very first format, everybody thought that they were going to get hit. But the problem was Japan didn't have charge of the Light Brigade, so Lightsworns were not doing as well over there as they were here. So that's why they barely got hit, and we went to another format of Lightsworn domination. And they won nationals, they won world championships, they won every single YCS. It was crazy. So, anyways, enough with that. Honestly, I would like to see Mystical Space Typhoon go back to 1. Because it seems way too powered at 3. Not many decks run 3 that much. Most decks only run 2. Most decks and people usually run 2, period. And I would like to see Heavy Storm be banned, and I would like to see Giant Trunade is better than Heavy Storm, it brings up the controversial thing of Giant Trunade or Heavy Storm. Giant Trunade is better than Heavy Storm because Giant Trunade bounces everything. Therefore, you can't use Starlight Road. You can't use, you can't use cards like that where if they would be destroyed. So Judgment of Anubis wouldn't work, which pretty much acts the exact same thing. Starlight Road. Starlight Road wouldn't work, and Starlight Road would be a $1 card again, where it's like 5 now. But yeah, honestly, I would want to see Heavy Storm be banned. If anything, leave MST at 3 and ban Heavy Storm, because I really don't think you need that much backward destruction, because who even uses that much? Anyways, I could be wrong about that. Heavy Storm's going to probably stay. Everybody says that this is going to happen. It probably will. But to hit plants and other decks that can use this deck, or I'm sorry, not this deck, this card, Blackluster Soldier Envoy the Beginning. It was a secret rare in Invasion of Chaos, I think. I don't know. I never played when it first came out, so I could be wrong. I apologize if I am. And it got reprinted in Gold Series. Whichever Gold Series was, like 5, 4, 7, 10, whatever. And everybody wants to see it get banned. Honestly, I think it will get banned again because it's just too good of a card. You could summon it, and if it's summoned successfully and it gets destroyed, hey look, you can Monster Reborn it because that's the ruling. And so I think it will probably get banned again. Primal Seed's going to go with it just because it's Primal Seed. You can go with BLS. No one runs it, but if BLS gets banned, Primal Seed's going to get banned. I mean, why wouldn't Primal Seed get banned? A card that I would love to see come back is Cold Wave, but no, that's not going to happen, unfortunately. And I can already see someone's going to be raging in the comments, why would you want to bring back Cold Wave? But just a thought, guys. You know, Rescue Cat OTK was my favorite format, so. But anyways, besides the point, some other cards, and I know this is completely out of order how I'm going from like 1 to ban to 2, and I apologize for that. You know, I'm just kind of making this up as I go, honestly. But yeah. So another card that should be hit in some way is actually this guy, Grapha. Honestly, I think that Grapha should go down to 2 or 1 because its ruling says that you can't even shadow imprisoning it, and that's what they ruled at the last Tallahassee regional I went to. In about 2 weeks or so, there's going to be another Tallahassee regional, so I might be going. Next card that I think should get hit is Snow. It's basically the Stratos of Dark World. In case if you've never played it, you've more than likely played against it. I think honestly it should go down to maybe 2, just because Dark Worlds haven't done too much. And as for this guy, I don't really know what to say about Gate, just because it does set up combos, but they usually don't hit field spells, so I don't see them hitting it. I can see them maybe hitting Snow or Grapha, maybe Grapha down to 2 or 1, maybe Snow down to 1. And I'm just thinking of decks that, you know, are like the meta. Agents, you know, they might hit Hyperion down to 2 or 1, but I don't see them doing it. Honestly, I see them hitting Earth down to 1 instead of hitting Hyperion, because the main deck of the main card of Agents is Venus, because if you can drop Venus, then you're just able to pay your 15 to go into your 3 Shine Balls and then into Gachi. So I think that's pretty much just it for Agents and Dark Worlds. Plants, I mean, kind of hard to say. Like, maybe Pot of Avarice might get banned just because they can reuse their Tengus. Lone Fire might get banned just so that they can't look through their deck for almost any card that they want. I don't think Maxi is going to really get hit at all, just because it helps. It's an out to those special summoning decks. Valor, I wouldn't see why it would get hit, just because, you know, it's at 3. Most people run 2. Some decks want to run 3, which is fine, just for, you know, overkill, and it's a good 1-star tuner, but I don't see it getting hit. Like I said about Maxi and Effect Valor just now, neither of them are going to get hit. The next deck or card, I'm trying to think here about the other decks that have topped. What do you call it? Meta Ion the Time Lord, that card needs to be banned. One Day of Peace needs to be banned. Safe Zone, honestly, I was joking around about the Meta Ion and One Day of Peace, but Konami, if you want to ban those cards, go right for it, because both those cards are gay and retarded. So, yeah. Anyways, Safe Zone, actually. Safe Zone is, I would say, an underlooked card, because I used one of them in my Agents, and it's a very good card. It helps protect your Christia and all that stuff. And speaking of which, Christia might go back down to 2 just because it's so broken, but and plus that Konami has stopped all of our special summoning abilities, they might put it down to 2 or 1, I don't know. But anyways, Safe Zone, I would see it maybe going down to 2, if not 1, just because it's so good of a card. If you look at the facts, like, I mean, if they go MS, if they have a face-up attack position monster and they go MS to your back card, and you can chain Safe Zone of their monster to blow up their monster, and then once they blow up your Safe Zone, everything else resolves, and it's just like really? Like, you just did that move? Yes, I can, because that's the ruling. So I think Safe Zone might get hit, because when you take the time to look at the facts about a card, you can see how broken it is. Like, for example, Necomane King. It's a common. Nobody barely even knows what it does. Whenever it's discarded from your hand to the graveyard by your opponent's card effect, your opponent's turn ends. That's it. That's all that happens. As soon as it's discarded, so if they go card destruction, ditch their snow, you ditch Necomane, you each draw one card, and then your opponent's turn is done. They'll fulfill out the effect of snow, and then that's it. They can't even do anything else. And then you would draw your card for your turn, and then make your move. It stops them dead in their tracks, which is a very good card. Trying to think of what else. Other decks that have topped. Chaos topped once, so maybe Chaos Sorcerer might go down to 2, but Chaos hasn't even done anything in Japan, so I doubt they're gonna hit it. Final Countdown needs to be banned because I think the deck is gay. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I mean, I've seen a lot of decks from like last format popping up just because the decks are so expensive. You know, like this format usually. This deck actually. This deck is not going to get hit. That's my prediction, that the deck's not going to get hit at all. It hasn't done anything. They practically brought the entire deck back and did not do squat. So I don't think Lightsworms are going to get hit at all. I think that's pretty much it for everything. If I left anything out, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be happy to discuss my reasoning with you guys, and discuss my reasoning behind what cards I think should be banned. And I think that's pretty much everything. Apparently, admins on Dueling Network think Convulsion of Nature should be banned. So if an admin from Dueling Network is watching this video, then apparently you want that to be banned. So yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much it. And remember, this card needs to be banned. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. And message to Underworld 6667. Glow Up Bulb is not going to get hit. I'm sorry. The effect practically says you can only run one, so stop saying it can be banned. Alright, later guys.